As a woman, it's easy to take care of your kids, your partner, things at work. The list can go on and on. But sometimes we really just need to be taking care of ourselves. And we have Heather Buer back on North Dakota Today to talk a little bit about how to pay attention to our souls.
To our souls.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, I think that's a great place to start. Because really, how many of us pay much attention to our souls? And so what is the soul? What do we even think about that? That's where, in the core of our being, who we really, really are, how we really feel about things, where we stuff those emotions when we don't want to talk about them, how we feel about God, how we feel about our loved ones, all of those things that are kind of raw and real, and sometimes we don't let those things out. And so we're pretty good at putting on masks and, playing the part of doing the right thing, but there's oftentimes stuff going on. I wouldn't say often, I would say always. There's always stuff going on underneath the surface. And if we don't attend to some of those things, they kind of go sideways on us after a while. So that's where some self-care, and I call this soul care, comes into play. So as a counselor, I see lots of people come in my office and they have, there's all sorts of issues going on, whether it's a marriage or parenting or struggle with in-laws or, there's just so many different things. One of the main things is that a lot of times people haven't taken stock of what's true inside of them, like what's really going on. How do we own the really ugly stuff? How do we own the anger? How do we own the shame? How do we deal with those things in a healthy manner so that we can release them and move on and then enter into healthy relationships?
So stop hiding it. Stop hiding the anger. Yeah. You don't have to be embarrassed that you're angry sometimes.
Yes. I think that's an excellent way to put it. And even shame, we don't have to hide. But then there's also a difference between being who we are in a way that is good for ourselves and for those around us, and being outwardly angry, outwardly rageful, outwardly, wreaking havoc around us. So if that's what's going on, then we know there's something going on inside of your soul.
So you have a 7-step process?
Well, it's a 7-day audio series. I'm kind of proud of this. I created it, and a friend of mine produced it for me. And it's just a sweet little thing. It's 7 days. You get about 3 minutes of me talking and offering some thoughts. Sometimes I'll read a little scripture or offer a little prayer or a little action step or something. But the first day is about humility. The second day, I talk about desire, because that's a really big part of our soul. Like we long for things. Things aren't perfect in our world. And what do we do with that? What do we do when things don't go right? I talk about shame, anger. What does real lasting change look like? That's a hard one, because that's, we want change and we want it now, but that's not how real lasting change works, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the last day, I'll talk about freedom, like what it means to be free, to possess your soul. And so all you have to do is hop on over to my website, which is heatherbuer.com. And the first thing that you'll see on the website is this beautiful graphic behind us on the screen here. And all you have to do is just pop in your email address. I'll send it to you one day at a time. And it's so easy. What I love about this, I had been thinking about starting a podcast, which I'm probably going to do. And I'd heard a kind of a mentor of mine say, well, what if you tried a small offering of something bigger that you want to do? Instead of, if you want to write a book, write something smaller. If you want to do a podcast, do a little audio series. So I was like, I'm going to do this. And so I think there's just something sweet about, I can listen to it on my way to work, or I can listen to it while I'm in the shower, and it's not going to be a huge interruption to my day.
It's like a baby step for you, but it's also very digestible for me.
I feel like very digestible. I think that's
I can give you 3 minutes.
Yep.
A 1-week commitment.
Yep, absolutely. And it comes delivered right to your inbox, same time every day. And then it's just it's like a little morsel. It's like an appetizer, like kind of get you thinking about some stuff. What would it mean to explore your soul? Has anyone ever explored your soul? What would that even look like? And what kind of health could come out of that in a really good way? And so I feel like this is a really great intro to something that I'm working on now that I'm hoping to release this summer, which is an online course, which is going to go deeper into these subjects.
I love it.
Yeah.
Soul care.
Soul care.
Just getting into it.
Yeah.
You're right. We all are hiding so much and bearing so much inside.
Yeah. And what if we took off our masks and took off our performance and met face to face in a real way? Can you imagine how wonderful that would be? Like how to know and be known. That's our soul's deepest longing, is to know and be known and accepted for who we are.
I love
be a
it.
real gift.
All right. Well, check it out one more time. Can we put up that graphic? Go to her website and check that out. 3 minutes a day
Yeah.
for 7 days. We'll check it out, and we'll have you back as well this summer. Coming up on North